If you're going to chase something, chase it like your life depends on it. Most people want success, but only few are willing to bleed for it. They talk big, but when it's time to sacrifice, they flinch. When it hurts, they slow down. When it gets hard, they start doubting. Not you. You don't play halfway. You don't hold back. You give it everything you possibly can, every ounce of energy, every drop of focus, every breath until it burns. Because greatness doesn't come to those who try. It comes to the ones who go all in, who lock in like there's no tomorrow, who refuse to be average, who put everything on the line and still ask for more. You give your mind, your time, your effort, your soul. You grind when it's dark. You work when it's heavy. You keep pushing when everything in you screams to stop. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the killers. So don't dip your toes in, drown in the mission. Bet everything on yourself. Give it everything you've got every single day. You don't get what you want. You get what you work for. You get what you bleed for. You get what you're willing to sacrifice for when everyone else has already quit. Every ounce of effort matters. Every drop of sweat counts. Every second you spend grinding when nobody's watching, that's where you're made. There's no applause in the dark. There's no audience when you're building yourself. It's just you, the silence and the weight of your own commitment. And that's where most men fold. They want the glory, not the grind. They want the reward, not the responsibility. They want to look strong, but they don't want to earn it. But not you. You're not built to be average. You're not built to coast through life waiting for luck. You're built to go all in, to give everything. When they sleep, you move. When they rest, you rise. When they quit, you dig deeper. When they talk, you execute. Because the man who gives it everything will always crush the man who gives it sometimes. Every single time. This life doesn't hand you trophies for trying. It doesn't reward almost. It crowns the ones who never stop, the ones who grind when it's boring, when it's painful, when it's hopeless, when it's silent. The man who wins isn't lucky. He's relentless. He's the one who keeps swinging long after everyone else drops the hammer. You've got to want it more than sleep, more than comfort, more than validation. You've got to want it so bad that enough starts to disgust you. You've got to crave progress more than peace, because comfort kills hunger, and hunger builds greatness. You have to wake up every day with fire in your gut and a chip on your shoulder. You have to hate the idea of staying the same. You have to move like every second matters, because it does. This is what separates men from boys. Boys chase motivation. Men build momentum. Boys talk about it. Men do it every single day, whether they feel like it or not. Every rep, every setback, every scar, it's all fuel. Every moment of pain is an investment in who you're becoming. Every time you refuse to quit, you grow another layer of armor. You stop being soft. You stop being fragile. You start becoming dangerous. That's what giving it everything means. It's not about shouting or showing off. It's about waking up and doing what needs to be done every damn day, even when it hurts, even when nobody sees it, even when you don't want to. Because discipline isn't loud, it's quiet. It's that silent war between who you are and who you could be, and every day you choose who wins. You don't need more time, you don't need more talent, you need more heart. You need that ruthless drive that refuses to stop until you've emptied the tank. The ones who make it, they aren't the ones who were chosen. They're the ones who chose themselves. They said, I'll find a way. I'll outwork everyone. I'll die on this hill if I have to. And they meant it. So if you're serious, stop halfway chasing. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop holding back, because one day you'll look back and realize every excuse was just fear wearing a mask. The world doesn't owe you anything, but it will respect you if you earn it. And the only way to earn it is to give it everything you've got. No half-stepping, no hesitation, no softness. Give it everything, every ounce of fight, every drop of sweat, every second of focus, because if you don't, someone else will. And when that man meets you at the finish line, you'll know exactly where you fell short. So lock in, go all in, burn the safety net, build the discipline, and give it everything, every single damn day, until your name stands for effort, endurance, and execution. This is your life, your mission, your legacy. Make the world remember the man who never held back, the man who gave it all, the man who refused to settle. Go all in, give it everything, every single day, until there's nothing left. Lock in like your entire future depends on it, because it does. Every moment you're distracted, every time you pick up your phone for no reason, every time you say, "I'll do it later," you're handing away pieces of your greatness, piece by piece, day by day. And one day you'll look back and realize you didn't lose because you weren't capable. You lost because you weren't locked in. Understand this. You are at war, not with anyone else, but with the version of you that wants comfort, that weak voice that says, "Just take it easy today. Scroll for a minute, you deserve a break." That voice is the enemy. It doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care about your potential. It only wants to keep you soft, satisfied, and stuck. And if you let it win, you will wake up one day realizing you became exactly like everyone else. Distracted, comfortable, average. But you're not built for average. You're built for domination, for focus, for excellence. Lock in so deeply that the world starts fading away. When you're working, there's no music, no noise, just your breath and your mission. Your tunnel vision becomes your power. Your silence becomes your strength. Everyone talks about success, but few are willing to go dark for it. Few are willing to disappear, to sacrifice comfort, to reject every easy pleasure so they can rise alone. That's the difference between a dreamer and a killer. The dreamer talks, the killer acts, the killer locks in. Locking in means your priorities are non-negotiable. You train when you're tired. You show up when no one's clapping. You execute when others make excuses. There's no "I'll try," there's only "I will," and you keep going until it's done. Because discipline isn't punishment, it's power, it's control. It's the weapon that separates men who fold from men who build empires. Every time you resist distraction, you strengthen your mind. Every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you sharpen your edge. Every time you choose focus over comfort, you evolve. That's how warriors are made. Not in comfort, not in applause, but in silence, in repetition, in sacrifice, in those hours no one ever sees. You've got to be okay with being misunderstood, because when you lock in, people won't get it. They'll call you distant. They'll say you've changed. Good. You're supposed to. You're supposed to evolve past the ones who settled. Lock in so hard they question if you disappeared, and then come back so sharp, so powerful that they can't look away. You don't owe the world your attention. You owe your potential, your focus. The world will tempt you with parties, with comfort, with cheap dopamine. But real men, they're not chasing pleasure, they're chasing purpose. Lock in until your habits become unbreakable, until you stop negotiating with weakness, until self-control becomes your default setting. You don't have to announce anything. You don't need to tell people what you're doing. Let your work speak. Let your progress talk. Let your results scream. Because when you're truly locked in, people start feeling your energy without you saying a word. They sense it. That dangerous calm, that unshakable focus. It's not arrogance, it's power, it's mastery. You've spent too many years giving attention to nonsense. Now it's time to reclaim your focus, to treat your attention like your most valuable currency, because it is. Your focus is your weapon, your discipline is your armor, your silence is your strategy, and your consistency is your kill shot. When you combine those, nothing can stop you. So lock in so deeply that nothing else exists. No doubts, no noise, no excuses. Lock in until you can smell progress in your sweat. Lock in until you can feel success pulsing in your veins. Lock in until discipline becomes your second nature and weakness disgusts you. This is your season to go dark, to work while the world plays, to grind while the crowd scrolls, to build while others brag. Lock in so hard that your reflection doesn't recognize you anymore, because the man you're becoming is forged from fire, focus, and ferocity. No distractions, no excuses, just pure, relentless drive. Lock in and don't come out until you've built the man you were meant to be, because once you master focus, you become a force. And a man with focus is a man who can't be stopped. Sacrifice comfort for greatness. You can't keep your comfort and your dream at the same time. One of them has to die. And if you're serious about greatness, you already know which one it is. Because comfort doesn't build warriors, comfort builds weakness. And weakness will destroy every dream you've ever had. Every man who ever became someone worth remembering, he bled for it. He sacrificed his peace, his sleep, his comfort, his distractions. He faced his demons head on and said, "You will not break me." See, everyone wants success, but few are willing to suffer for it. Few are willing to go through the long nights, the lonely days, the pain, the doubt, the pressure. Most fold the moment it stops being fun. But the real ones, they stay when it hurts. They keep swinging when their body's begging to stop, because deep down they know this pain is the price of power. You think it's easy? Building something real never is. You'll lose people. You'll lose comfort. You'll lose the version of yourself that craved approval and easy days. But you'll gain something greater: respect, self-respect. That quiet, unshakable pride that comes from knowing you didn't quit when it got hard. That's what most men never understand. Success isn't found in comfort. It's found in the struggle. It's born in those nights when you're dead tired but still refuse to stop. It's born in the mornings when you rise before the sun and move before your mind can make excuses. You don't get to be a king if you live like a child. You don't get to command respect if you keep choosing comfort. Every day you skip discipline for ease. You weaken the foundation you're trying to build. Every time you say tomorrow instead of now, you trade your greatness for comfort. Stop saying you want it if you're not willing to bleed for it. Stop saying you're locked in if you're still seeking comfort. Stop saying you're built different if you still flinch at pain. You've got to reach that place where comfort disgusts you, where you can't even stand the idea of being average, where the thought of wasting potential makes you sick. That's when you're ready to build something unstoppable. Every sacrifice you make, the sleepless nights, the skipped parties, the hours in silence, it all adds up, brick by brick, pain by pain. You're constructing a version of yourself that can't be broken. You're becoming someone who doesn't need motivation, because pain itself has become your fuel. When your friends ask why you disappeared, tell them this: I'm busy becoming who they said I could never be. When the world tells you to take it easy, smile and keep pushing, because while they rest, you rise. While they hide, you hunt. While they stay soft, you sharpen your edge. This path isn't for everyone, it's for the obsessed, for the men who look at pain and see potential, for the ones who understand that every drop of sweat is an investment in something bigger than comfort. Comfort is a trap. It seduces you with rest, then kills your edge in silence. It convinces you you've done enough when you've barely started, and before you know it, years are gone, and so is your fire. But you're not going out like that. You're going to war with every ounce of weakness inside you. You're going to outlast the pain, outwork the doubt, outgrow the comfort. You're going to build something so real, so undeniable, that even your enemies will have to respect it. That's the price. That's the path. That's the way of men who refuse to settle. So burn your comfort, starve your excuses, embrace the grind, the hunger, the chaos, because that's where legends are born. And when it's all said and done, when the dust settles and you stand on top of what you built, you'll realize it was never about the money, the status, or the recognition. It was about becoming that man, the one who did what others wouldn't, the one who gave everything, the one who earned his greatness. Comfort builds the weak. Sacrifice builds kings. Endurance through pain builds legends. You want to be remembered? Then suffer now, bleed now, sacrifice now, because comfort may feel good today, but sacrifice will make you unstoppable forever. Leave no regret. Give it everything you've got. At the end of this road, you will face the only man who truly knows the truth, yourself. No noise, no cameras, no excuses, just you and the reality of who you chose to be. And in that silence, you'll either stand tall and say, I gave it everything, or you'll whisper the words that will haunt you for the rest of your life. I could have done more. That's the battle every man faces. The war between comfort and commitment, between hesitation and hunger, between the man you are and the man you could have been. And that war, it's happening right now. Every second you wait, every time you hold back, every time you choose easy over effort, you're losing ground. You're handing your potential over to weakness. So stop saving your strength for someday. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop pretending you'll be ready later. There is no later. There is no one day. This moment, right here, right now, is your battlefield. Empty the tank. Drain yourself of every ounce of effort, every drop of willpower, every breath of fight left in your lungs. Because this world doesn't care about what you could have done. It only remembers what you did. You can have talent, skill, and dreams. But if you don't give everything you've got, you'll never touch greatness. You'll die with potential still trapped inside you, and that's the cruelest death of all. A man's worth isn't measured by what he says he'll do. It's measured by what he does when it hurts, when he's exhausted, when everything inside him screams stop, and he looks that pain dead in the eye and growls, not yet. That's when you find your edge. That's when you find your power. That's when you stop being another name in the crowd and start becoming a force to be reckoned with. When you feel like you've got nothing left, that's when the work really starts. That's where you build the muscle no one can see. That's where discipline replaces motivation and purpose replaces fear. You weren't built to be soft. You weren't built to coast through life safe and comfortable. You were built to test your limits, to find out how far you can go before you break, and then go further. Because that's where greatness hides, just past the point where most men quit. When your legs shake, you push again. When your arms burn, you lift again. When your lungs beg for air, you dig deeper. Because that's how you build a man who cannot be broken. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your compass. It shows you where you need to go. It points to the exact place that separates average from elite. So chase it, welcome it, crave it, because while others run from it, you'll be the one running through it. And that's where kings are made. You think warriors stop to count how tired they are? You think conquerors save energy for tomorrow? No, they go until there's nothing left to give. Then they give more. They bleed, they sweat, they sacrifice. Because they understand something the average man doesn't. Fulfillment isn't found in what you keep. It's found in what you give away. So give everything. Your time, your strength, your comfort, your excuses, all of it. And when you fall, get up. When you fail, learn. When it all breaks, rebuild. But don't you dare slow down. Don't you dare hold back, because one day you'll wake up old and you'll look back at the man you were, and in that moment you'll know if you lived like a warrior or just existed like everyone else. You'll remember the nights you went to war with yourself and refused to quit, the mornings you rose when your body begged for rest, the sacrifices no one saw, but you knew they mattered. That's the story you'll carry forever. That's what it means to be a man who emptied the tank. The man who didn't need motivation, didn't need praise, didn't need permission. He just needed a mission, and he never stopped until he fulfilled it. He didn't die with dreams. He died with proof. Proof that he lived every single day like it mattered. Proof that he left nothing behind. And when his time came, he didn't go out whispering. He went out roaring, burnt out, used up, but fulfilled, because he didn't leave potential behind. He didn't play it safe. He didn't hold back. He emptied the tank. No regret, no what if, no second chances needed. Just a man who gave everything he had and became everything he was meant to be. So if you want peace, don't seek comfort, seek purpose. Seek the grind. Seek the battle that will break you open and show you who you really are. Because once you've given everything, you'll finally understand. The man who empties himself is the only one who ever truly lives. In the end, you only get one shot at this life. So why hold back? Why play it safe when you could go all in? Give it everything you've got, your time, your energy, your heart, because the ones who give it all, they're the ones who get it all. If this hit you, like this video, subscribe for more motivation and comment "I'm all in" to prove you watched till the very end. In the end, you don't regret the chances you took. You regret the ones you didn't. See you in the next one.